Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning to all students BPMG 3053 Group A. Okay, now we go to the next chapter. Chapter 20, 21. And then we're going to discuss more on marketing in transport businesses. And then this subject is related to your subject in BBA, marketing, but I'm going to focus more on services, in bracket perkhidmatan, what day-to-day activity to involve is actually dealing with services, if we're selling product, that means that one is you can be seen, but services cannot be seen, unless you perform that thing, and then the customer will value you whether you are actually good, middle, or bad. Okay. One of these day, maybe when you join the industry, joining the industry, you will be assigned as marketing officer. That one is normal. Number one job in transport industry for the fresh graduate is marketing executive or officers lah. So I think that's one is the subject is very important for you to understand, to make sure that once you go to industry proper one day, you are actually not handicapped, doing this, and then you should be able to explain, communicate well, and then they understand the whole concept of marketing strategy, technique in transport industry. Okay, this subject also may relate to other services as well. You are not working in transport industry, but maybe you are actually working in services, also relates, in this context of marketing, But the most I'm going to focus more on road transport lah. So I would think that maybe you work one day, you are actually relate to this subject, Okay. So objective of study, we have altogether 6 objectives to understand the terms, in transport marketing, and then to study the guideline of transport marketing mix, and then to know the customer service, customer focus, business industry, customer retention management and program. And then number four is relation between marketing mix and SIWA model. Number five, product innovation, chapter industry and branding. And the last one is role of technology in marketing. I'm going to cover this. Make sure all these 6 methods in the objective of study you should put in your head, and then you have to memorize. So once you go to industry proper, you are actually not handicapped doing this, and you can go as usual, as normal executive or officers working on that. Okay. So before that, I'm going to show you the picture, the picture that related is what actually industry in transport, as what you study in the previous chapter, previous chapter. We are actually dealing marketing, in transport, And then the most important thing that before you go to the marketing proper, you have to understand the operational activities. So you can explain your activities lah in the operational so that you can explain better to your customer or potential customer. It's not customer, potential customer. Because we want to get their market in our organization, and we engage with them, and then they engage with us. At the same time, we can generate more money, at one particular time. So good marketer, in transport industry should be able to develop, to increase more in terms of revenue. Because when the customer come to us, new customer especially come to us, of course, they engage with the services that we have, and we render to them. So at the end, we end up with the transaction in terms of profit, revenue and profit. This is the most, So you have to visualize on what actually the operational activities in all about. You can see the container there, the Y and container, that one is your business, containerize, cargo, or anything, box container ke, cargo ke, post ke, yeah, dealing with transportation. Of course, they got the marketing strategy, how to develop, and the most important thing that you have to create more movements, yeah, more movement at one particular time, so that at the same time you can increase the revenue and profitability. That one is must, yeah. So the second one, you can see road there. Road there is actually our movement lah, sending goods to other people, to the customer and so on, so that you can get the money from them lah. Yeah. Then number three, you can see warehouse there. Warehouse is the business. So you have to know the operational activities done. By the warehouse, so that you can explain to the customer on that. Kalau you tak tahu dia punya option activity, anything that even in transport or warehouse, you are very difficult to explain, and then you are very difficult to orang kata to win the customers punya requirement. So tak dapat lah, ya. And then number four, you can see these taxi, buses, on there. They are actually marketing all about. They are actually doing the operational activities. Kalau taxi, kalau limousine, yeah, we are studying limousine before that. We are also dealing with marketing. Yeah. Now, seem to be so many information technology can be used to help you to promote your product. Same goes to what services all about. Yeah, you also can promote. Maybe your potential customer may know your company, and then the only thing that you go and approach them to explain the operational activities, and then the term conditions in the company. At the same time, the processes how to engage with us, and then what are the benefit that we can give to the customer and so on, and then to make sure last we want the customer to come in and joining us in our industry to serve them well. Yeah. Same goes to bus industry, bus persiaran, and so on. All marketing, do marketing the same thing. So, for example, if you do your own transport services, one day you have to do the marketing also. In order for you to win customer punya market. Okay, that hip-hop pun dia buat marketing juga. But this one is covered by other lecturers lah. I'm talking about road transport. So all these things are actually marketing activities that we have done during our service or tenure in transport industry. At the end, we want profits. Profit the most. Jadi kalau kita buat marketing, kita tahu macam mana kita nak buat. That mean apa tujuan nak buat, we do not know how to do it. That mean we are not a good marketer. Jadi the purpose of marketing, you market the product, the market the product. At the end, you can get you can render the services to them. So at the same time, at the end, you can get the profit from your customer. You are talking about new customer lah, ya. Kalau dah ada customer yang sedia ada, we have to retain them. Then and at the same time we study how to retain them, customer retention, so on. So in marketing we have term that you use normally day-to-day activities in transportation. What is that? Dia kata marketing is the services, a service for non-equivalent of goods. Maknanya kalau kita service, kalau kita buat marketing in transport, road transport, that mean you are actually selling the services. Menjual perkhidmatan. Selling is non-material, bukan satu barang yang which is can be seen, non-material. And then services tu pun bersamaan dengan goods, is equivalent to goods, barang. So cannot be seen, tetapi benda tu adalah barang yang boleh dijual. Servis yang boleh jual, itu maksud dia in road transportation. Number one. Number two, intangible. Intangible ni cannot be touched, cannot be seen. Intangible, it's very difficult to visualize unless you explain. So dia, if you explain proper, And then the customer understood on what actually the processor have all about, then customer will go and see you and engage in future. Bagus lah. If you can explain proper the term condition, the processes, especially the operational activities that you're going to render them, to service them, that mean they are actually very difficult to explain. Yeah, important. Number three, the supply of some level of skill. Skill ni macam skill. How to communicate, how to deliver, yeah, how to engage them, yeah, skill. And then ingenuity, ingenuity ataupun kreatif ya, creativity that you explain, yeah, from time to time, so that you can win the customer heart lah. Yang maksud ya. And the last one is the yang kata experience. Experience ni pengalaman. Pengalaman yang you have, pengalaman, experience, so that kalau tak ada experience pun during the study and then your bosses or your second boss explain you, it's experience how to conduct, how to make customer, to win the customer heart from time to time. This is actually thing that need to be done. Term kita kena faham. So the last one, the note here, dia kata services is intangible, cannot be touched. And then you go to target group. Target group is our potential customer lah, ya. For target group ni, the people who want or need our services, our potential, see the services and so on. So that you can get more people to come in. Yeah. Okay, target group. Okay. So at the same time, we organize this thing, yeah, to the target group, and to make sure through various way. Number one, maybe telecommunication, maybe see face by face, and then maybe through the party, the other people. It's time to experience and so on. Target group there. In transport industry, got thousands of importer, exporters, yeah, the owner of the goods, yeah, from time to time. So you have to explain to them. Maybe we can go one-to-one basis, yeah. Right. Target group, target customer, target group, yeah. And then you have to explain our skill. During the skill, you have to communicate to them, explain to them the opportunities, the condition, and so on with a proper manner, lah. And sometimes using a paperwork, sometimes with telecommunication, yeah, how we deal them. Make sure that one is a skill. Either you need to explain in communications or in verbal or in letter, by flyer and so on. It's part of marketing skill. And then number two, you kata the experience. Experience gain from your seniors from school, and you study all these things, kan? Techniques, through watching the video and so on. So on, you can see also this technique and so on and so forth. And then number four, they kata creative. Creative mean that creative lah. As long as you can win the customer heart, this one is part of the creativity lah that you have. Yeah, creativity that you have. So that at the end of the day, of course, 90% of your work or job done through these exercises, and then you can win the customer punya heart, and then customer will engage with you for the future services. This is what marketing all about. Yeah. So at the end, you can get profit lah. When the people engage with you or customer engage you, at the end, you might get profit, revenue and profit. This is our aim is actually, yeah. All right. So what else actually in marketing, they kata in term of they kata intangibility tadi. Intangibility, that means the customer can be seen, handle, smell, requires creative visualization to effectively evoke a concrete image to the customer minds. Difficult to evaluate, compare services, prior experience in the services. Kalau tangibility, okay, it can be seen, kan? For example, you sell computer, you sell perfume, you sell books, can be seen. This one cannot be seen. It's very difficult unless you explain to them what is all about, especially during the operational process. It is very important. And then you have to understand the whole concept of operational activities in transport industry. Then you can explain. Especially kata dollar and cent. You calculated as you study before, you calculated regarding the fees ataupun in bracket tambang to calculate all these things, kilometer run, and then how much it is charged and so on and so forth in your head already. That's why I emphasize you how to make a good calculation in order to win-win concept. You cannot overcharge, cannot less charge. So you have to win-win so that customer will admire or like your style and so on in the concept of win-win. That's one is important. Yeah. Perishability, they kata unsold service time is lost. They are actually unsold service time is lost. If you fail to deliver, get market, and then at the same time you have these services, you have lorries, standby, but no market, for example, perish lah. Unsold service in time, maknanya loss lah. You cannot be regained. Maknanya kalau katakan you cannot market the services that particular industry, that mean you punya lori akan idle di situ dalam jangka masa yang panjang, so rugilah. So concept in transportation you had to maximize the movement. So you fail to sell or unsold the service, we call it perishability. Jadi masa akan terbuang begitu saja. Lori itu akan idle, waiting for the next orang kata job or assignment, tetapi tak ada, rugilah. You lost time, you lost manpower, you lost money lah. You lost money. Uh, uh, that means at the same time you had to pay the cost also for maintenance, driver and so on. Kata perishability. It is lost economic opportunity. Lost economic loss. In English, in Malay term, opportunity loss. Loss. Ada peluang tapi loss. For example, doktor 2 hours kena related. Maknanya masa yang ni terbuang lah. Same goes to transport. Transport is just park there waiting for another market without doing anything. You market that thing, that means you are really lost. You are actually lost because when you purchase the vehicle or the services to make sure that you had to maximize the movement. Kalau tak maximize movement, that means you are actually not even the break even that particular day. That means you are actually at loss. Loss mean you had to pay the rental, you had to pay the insurance, you had to pay the road tax, you had to pay the installment. The most important, your driver got no work. They also got the cost loss, macam overtime. They lost because we are failed to deliver. Call it fail to market the thing. Call it perishability. Jangan sampai jadi perish lah. Perish ni macam terbakar lah. Lack of transportability services that tend to be consumed at the point of production, although doesn't apply to outsourced business services. Maknanya lack of transportability, maknanya ini pun juga kena ambil because the kalau katakan we oversupply, maknanya we have more market at one particular time, so and then customer is waiting for the transport. So your job, because you are actually good in term of marketing in the initial part of it, at the same time you have to assign, contract out this thing, contract out to this thing to your subcontractor, which is can perform the same job like yours. Maknanya, for example, we have 100 vehicle at one particular time, so that 100 vehicle already deployed. So we still have this market order from the customer. So your responsibility in case of over market, for example, maknanya you have to assign somebody to work or to do the sub under you and make the thing on behalf of you. Same also, you are billing them, make sure that your services is not interrupted at all. They are doing the services as what required by the company, and then the sub company will charge you, and then you pay them, and then you receive the money from the customer direct to your company. Ini maksud dia. Kalau katakan kita over market, market banyak awak masuk, so we have a certain thing that to standby, to standby to make sure that customers are satisfied with our services. Kalau hari raya, for example, we have bus, extra bus, bus persiaran can use under in the company. Also can like that, for example. Okay. And then lack of homo, dia kata services are typically modified for either client and new situation customized. Homo ni orang kata you are actually dedicated vehicle for that particular company. For example, or company like a Sony, Sharp, those is very big company. They need at least 10 to 20 vehicle at one particular operational for 24 hours. That one also good. You just give them dedicated prime mover or lorry to them. That one is more better, more secure because the money there already, it had already maximized the movement of particular customer, and then we can serve them well because dedicated. Okay, and then what is that? Labor. Dalam transport mesti ada labor intensive because every lorry we have at least 2 drivers working 24 hours, sometimes 3 drivers working in shift labor. We are not running from the labor because we cannot, the lorry still can move. We cannot move without driver. That one labor intensive. Consider human activity rather than present in the implement process. Human resource management important. Human factor is often the key success. Service industry is difficult to achieve economic scale, gain dominant market share. Maknanya in transport industry, labor intensive is the must. You cannot use the robot like a factory, right? So when you work on labor, they got so many things to get involved. Wages, overtime, insurance, security, safety, also that you have to think. Demand fluctuation, of course. Demand fluctuation in market is norm, biasa lah, it's a norm. And then some in festive season, of course, high. And the year, of course, high. During low period, maybe January, February, and come to Chinese, before Chinese New Year, they're going up. After Chinese New Year, going down. All these things are the same. Same goes to bus industry, for example. Bus industry during the festive season, of course, increase. After festive, sekolah and so on, school holiday, maybe down and so on. These are the thing that we have to think in order if oversupply of the market, for example, over demand of market. So we have to think about to have sub additional machinery, for example, at one polytechnic. So in transport industry, fluctuation, that one become normal lah. Macam market share juga lah, up and down. So you are actually marketing should be able to parallelize, to parallel that thing, to make sure that the thing can be deployed at any time, even regardless with the demand fluctuation, up and down. So in your head should be able to get, by January should be increased, by March should be down, all those things. And then you are actually engaged with operation department in order for them to have enough supply in terms of machinery, and then to avoid demand, interruption in the demand at one particular time. Buyers involvement, so in marketing also you have to have at least involvement by the buyers. Most of service provision requires high degree of interaction between client and service provider. When you communicate with them in the initial part, you have to explain them the term and condition, the processes, the payment, so how, credit limit, for example, and so on. And then our type of services to make sure that they are actually clear clear enough being thing, and then when they engage engage our services, should be no obstacle or hassle until end of their contract or engagement with us. Yeah. And then number four, they kata the client based relationships. When you got customer, make sure that you maintain the customer well. You don't want to have a customer come and go. That one is not good. Customer you have to maintain a longer period of time. For example, I served Sony before my experience in the industry. I served Sony and Sharp. They can stay more than 20 years with us. That one is money lah. Okay. You need not to have any extra on market, for example, because we have already steady market. So in order for them, for us to maintain long-term relationship, for the beginning part of it, our communication need to be good, our services need to be good. And from time to time, if any barriers or any hurdle, any problem, we have to solve it. And then you should be able to say thank everybody. And then sometimes call them for the meeting or dinner, relationship lah. And then give their reward, for example, and then give the incentive. For example, they are actually taking in bulk, so you have to give them reduction in terms of money, for example. Very good. Macam tu cepat. So make sure that once you have the customer with you, you have to serve them well. Because customer give us money. No customer, no money. With the customer, we have money. So with money, you can enjoy lah. You can pay your staff, you can pay the overtime, you can maintain the vehicle, and then you can maintain all these activities done by the company and so on with the good market. Market is supporting you actually in the session. Kalau no market, no customer, that means you are actually doing thing that opportunity loss, or you may be lost in the industry. Kalau you lost, that means you are actually not good officers lah, marketing officers. So for your information, that marketing officers is the person who are actually obtain very good in term of bonuses and like because you are doing market dia akan bagi bonus bagus lah as compared to other staff, admin, accountant, market very market because you are actually dealing with money, you are dealing with the customer give you money, so which you are actually have this opportunity to have this extraordinary as compared to others. Okay, service delivery. Service delivery is typically involves six factor. Apa dia six factor ni? Number one, service provider. Number one is service provider, you lah. Service provider, you and your company. And imagine you are working under transport company, you are actually service provider. People. Service provider involve people. Company, service provider. Involve agency under you, working under you. Service provider. My company is service provider. Kita boleh cakap macam tu. I'm working in, for example, Container National before. I'm the service provider. I'm working with transport container. I'm a service provider. Number one. Number two, they involve equipment such as vehicle, such as tool, other equipment to help the vehicle, work trailers and so on. Equipment, heavy lift equipment, for example, for container, equipment. The most is prime mover lah, lorry. Number three is the physical facilities. You ada kena ada bangunan, building, parking, waiting room, guard room, offices, office, customer service center, telecommunication, all these things, physical. And number four, of course, you involve customer, client. Kalau tak ada client, tak boleh kata service. You need to have at least customer there. One or two customer for the start, for example. And then number five, customer service location, customer location and so on. So you'll be able to know the place because you want to calculate the distance and then to charge them how much actually the services rendered. Uh, 70 kilometer, the charges is this to and fro, okay, to make sure that you maximize the movement. Yeah. Calculate lah. Okay, syarikat ABC, the charges for the movement is like this, 180 ringgit, yeah, for this one. And then back empty, I charge you 90 ringgit. So the billing of one movement that particular day is 270 ringgit. Clear like that. Okay. And then based on kilometer run or based on the contract as agreed upon lah. Kalau calculate which one is can profitable. Kalau dia deal with a big quantity, maybe can give less. In group quota, for example. When you achieve 100 moment at one particular time, I give you extra 10% less, for example. That one is technique how to do it lah. To make sure that when you calculate it, you are not running at loss. They got one incident in my experience in the past. You are actually wrong calculated, and then the customer agreed to take the services, and then the officers actually made a mistake regarding the calculation, and then we served them for 3 years. We are actually running at loss. Running at loss. What happened? In between the line, the officers who made a calculation and marketing was fired by the management. Because what? Because they failed to attend my class. They don't know how to calculate that thing proper to make sure that company profitable. Kalau they attend punya kelas, of course, they can survive. This is the true story, yeah. True story. My past experience working in the industry. They just make 320 only. Oh, no, no. Padahal dia punya cost 450. So when they agreed, they sign the contract with 320. You are actually running at loss for the whole contract for 3 years. Rugi lah. Cerita dia macam tu. Okay, other customer and service dulu. Okay, customer contact is very important, yeah. So you get the customer so that you can serve more from time to time, enable for you to stay longer in that particular organization. So it's therefore in service delivery, you have to involve people, equipment, facilities, client, location, and also contact. This one is should be in your diary lah for you this from time to time. It's not only you to know the thing, but people are working under you, your staff, your club should be able to maintain this report for you to serve upon they are actually engaged with you in the right. Sebut dahulu.
Bukan itu.
Kelas.
Ya.
Okay, take 5 ya. Take 5. Okay, next to the class. Number 2, we kata service marketing, the purchase are intangible. Yeah, may service may based on reputation of single person. Yeah, that's why you are actually play important role in your marketing activities. Yeah, because if you can communicate well, at the same time you can deliver, and then you know you have to understand the operational activities in transport industry. You should be able to explain well to them. Make sure that they are actually orang kata understand on what actually be explained. Yeah? And then difficult to compare quality of the similar services because maybe the same industry, for example, company A, company B, yeah, different company, they are actually difficult to compare. Uh, so the comparing is actually came from the customer itself. Yeah, maybe they experience more than one service provider. They can, oh, this one company is good. That mean company A, if you're working in the company A, you have to orang kata put a brand lah. That one company A is good in terms of services, punctual, no defect, and then the driver also very punctual, and then they got a very good repo. It's not only marketer, but driver also got very good repo with the customer and so on. The customer very happy, and then these are actually can be measured. So difficult lah nak measure kan. But the only thing that when you perform well, recording of what actually been said and explained before, and you perform, your company perform as required, as you said, yeah, and then your driver also follow your instruction doing this, and then customer happy, feedback customer positive, that one should be very good, yeah. For they kata buyers cannot return the services. You cannot return when you deliver that thing to make sure that the service there, the customer need to pay your services, even though they are not happy, but they need to pay. Maybe they cut or reduce something because of the defect, for example, and so on. Delay, for example, and so on. And then you should be able to explain on the marketing mix. What is marketing mix? We're going to study. Then the one is similar as what we study in BBA lah, marketing, yeah. So what I'm going to emphasize here is regarding the marketing mix lah. Of course, you have product, you have pricing, promotion, place. That one you already studied before. But in the service industry, you have to add it. You have to add 3 more. What more? We have 7P lah. Kalau kita bekerja di syarikat pengangkutan, you have to orang kata manage to explain proper ya in 7P concept ya. People, process and physical evidence ya. Yang 4P tu plus 3Ps, that means 7Ps. So all these things cover. And then during the marketing, you have to explain this. You have to understand what is 7P all about. Yeah. So I'm not going to explain to you on 4P first, and then I'm going to explain another 3Ps that you require for you to put in your heads, yeah, when you go to the potential customer to explain that to them, yeah. And then people like you lah, people, knowledgeable people, you got have a good driver, you got office, you got operation managers, you got accounting, yeah, accountant there, yeah, you got vehicle maintenance process and so on and so forth. People, yeah. And then the process. Number 6 is the process. The process is the operational activities that you have understood. Yeah? You have to explain to them the processes. For example, when you go to the marketplace, you have to explain these are the processes. Our working hours is from 07 hours and then finish at tomorrow morning sale. We are actually working in 3 shifts, for example. So every shift, we got people in charge, person in charge, officers in charge on that to make sure that delivery as demanded from your side is delivered. Yeah. And then we got system to monitor the movement. For example, we have cloud to monitor, have customer service to monitor, and so on. Process. And then at the end, every time finish the completion of the job, they have to be in, yeah, the process delivered, for example, that one. At the same time, the accountant will capture will capture the money, the charges that made, for example, 100 molecule move, 180 ringgit already put the 100 and accumulated until 1 week, 1 month, and so on and so forth. So every month, you have to come up bill for you and so on for you to pay. And then the payment is based on 3 month first, 3 month payment, for example. through what? Payment through online and so on and so forth. These are the things that normally people do, the processes. And then in what processes is actually the operational activities.
Jadi kosong tau.
Hmm.
So, kita ada tambah ni.
Okay.
Ni bubuh ni tak jadi.
Okay.
Dia tak tahu.
Hmm.
Jadi kalau di sini sebenarnya pun dah kena
Take 5, yeah? Okay, number 3 is physical evidence. Unlike product or services cannot be experienced before themselves. Physical evidence mean that talking about machine lah, yeah. Okay. Which is intangible and therefore mean that potential customer could perceive a greater risk deciding whether use the space or not. That's why physical evidence detect, for example, can be seen. Even the services cannot be seen, but physical evidence need to be there because you need lorry, you need buses, you need trailers, yeah, and then heavy lifting equipment, you need orang kata bangunan, yeah, building, warehousing, and so on. This one we call it physical evidence. That one is 7 marketing mix all about, yeah. Plus the initial one just now I said is 4P, product, price, promotion, placement. This one you had already studied before in the BBA, yeah, marketing syllabus. And then in the services industry, as you have to add 3 some more: people, process, and physical evidence. Yeah, with this mix, 7 marketing mix, you have to understand all the processes, yeah, requirement, and then the customer may ask you regarding what mix all about. So you be well versed on this thing. And then the most important thing that in transport industry, you should be able to understand on the processes, especially the operational processes. Yeah? And the end is the billing system and so on and so forth. Understand? That one is the marketing mix is all about. And then to give you as a marketer, yeah, one day when you on kata chosen or appointed as a marketing officers in transport industry, and then you should be well delivered on this. Yeah? Okay. Okay, customer relationships. Yeah, this one is very important. So success business as is based on the relationship that you have with people. Marketers must aggressively build relationship with customer, distributors, partners, and even competitors, which have to have successful competitive marketplace. There are 4 type of relationship. Ya, maka ini pun kena konsep. When you engage customer, you have to be sama ada you nak buat sama ataupun you have to do your own. There are 4 concept here. Dia kata win-win. Win-win that means, for example, I give you an example on win-win concept. So you can deliver customer well, and then customer profitable from the movement, and you also profitable from the services rendered to them. Win-win. Maknanya customer tak burden with the transportation cost. They are happy. They can sell their product with cheaper to the public. Win-win lah. You also win, customer also win. You are not burdening customer lah. Okay, number 2, win-lose. Win-lose that you win. You win, customer lose. For example, you overcharge, for example, double charges to them. So at the same time, a customer cannot sell the product at the end with a cheaper market. It resulted less buyers from their customer. Their customer also got customer also kan. That means you actually win. We got the double charges, for example, and then customer loss. That one we don't want. Win lose. Lose. You are charging less instead of charging 1,000 ringgit. You charge 600 ringgit. And at the same time, you running at loss because of cost maybe 900 ringgit. What are you charging? You want to kill the market, for example. Because at the present we have a similar market services in the market. You try to kill company B market. Instead of charging them 1,000 ringgit, you charge that 600 ringgit. You are lost actually, are lost. So by doing that, customer also lose that thing because even though you are giving the cheap transportation cost, they also cannot sell the market because maybe rotten, for example, so ataupun maybe delay and so on. Lose lah, lose. We don't be like that because of maybe a damage, overdone, collided, and so on. Because we cannot sell the product, lose. And then lose-win. Lose-win that you lose. You lose, maybe you charge less. For example, just now I said 600 ringgit, you charge them. And then customer win lah. Because they are enjoy the transportation cost because you are losing. And then you got cheaper transportation cost rendered by you.
Satu lagi bos.
Okay. Lagi datang So lose, and then customer enjoy lah. This concept need to be considered. So the most important concept that you use is number 1, win-win lah. Win-win concept is the most. Win-win. So you should be able to understand the concept that normally when you engage with customer, these 4 concept. So the best is win-win lah. Win-win. Even though you have only 3%, 4% profitability, and also customer enjoy with the cheaper transportation cost. Good win-win. So with the win-win concept, we can maintain the customer relationship for the longer period of time. So from time to time can adjust lah. Win-win need to make sure all both win, both profitable maksudnya. Faham tu? And then customer focus. Customer focus means that customer is actually giving us money. So we have to maintain for longer period of time goods. If the customer can stay here longer period of time, that means we are actually need not to have extra in terms of marketing activity. Just maintain according to the capacity that we have is good already. Many company today have customer focus or customer orientation. The imply that the company focus is activity that product or consumer demand. Generally, there are 3 ways of doing this. Number 1, customer-driven approach. Customer-driven approach, no strategy is pursued until passes the test customer research. Maknanya customer-driven approach ni, all the time we have focus customer first. And then in the motto, for example, in the words, normally the company said customer first. You have to render the customer. You have to respect customer. Because customer give us money. So from top and bottom, regardless you're working under operational marketing, even you're working in admin also, we have to look after the customer because without customer, we got no pay. Basic thing. No customer, no pay. Right? So driven should come from the top lah, yeah, until laborers lah in the working in the organization. A. B. The SAN identifying market changes. Anything that change the market, you have to understand. For example, market changes. Market changes mean that anything, yeah, anything maybe instruction by regulatory bodies, for example, market changes. Maybe regarding the festive season, cannot move during the festive season, right? Cannot move during the daytime during festive season. So we have to consider that, yeah. For example, during the fluctuating of the markets, yeah, at one particular time, maybe the festive season increase, before the festive increase, after the festive season decrease, all those things, yeah. Market changes lah. So we should be able to adjust or to maintain the vehicle at one particular time. Yeah. So we have to understand this. Ataupun global market scenario requirement, for example, especially during the COVID, less movement and so on. So changes lah. So less demand from the customer because factory close, for example, no export, there is no vessel berth coming in, no movement, all those things. Due to unforeseen circumstances, for example, some market changes. And then number C, the product innovation approach. Anything that product, your services is a product, maybe you have to have innovation on the product. For example, systematically through the system, for example, less communication but through the system pun boleh juga. IT, yeah. See, the IT also can control the movement of the vehicle, for example. But now already practicing, so everybody of the service industries, they are actually going to go to IT concept, which is the customer also equipped with the facilities. They can communicate through IoT, for example, Internet of Things, yeah, pakai IoT, pakai system and so on, easy. It's not like before, we communicate through phone, through handset, through radio, yeah, but now it's easy, yeah, more than that. This one is innovation we are talking about, yeah. And then the most important thing, you are actually service provider, and then you know what is customer. Focus lah, service provider toward the customer. Customer ni macam-macam kalau berlaku customer kan. So many things happen, ya. Perangai dia lah. Tak suka lah, kadang-kadang maki lah, kadang-kadang tak puas hati lah, kadang-kadang tak bagi masuk lah because of that. Customer sometimes demand tinggi sangat lah, and so on. Okay, so have to be patient enough doing the customer, so that the most important thing as a knowledgeable people, you should be able to orang kata maintain good relationships no matter how. You have to be good to the customer at all time. Okay. Okay, SIVA model is, you call it, sebab SIVA ni daripada perkataan solution, information, value and access. SIVA. Bukan orang India, SIVA. SIVA ni adalah short form from the solution, information, value and access. I'm sure that you learn this from marketing, so I have to explain it relate to the services that we have, yeah, services model, yeah. Jadi dalam SIVA model, kalau ada produk, mesti ada solution. Your product is services, mesti ada solution how to business. So you should be able to explain the product lah, yeah, services that you have, in bracket services, and then you need to have at least solution on that. So you think lah, because customer want your product, for example, customer want your services. And you should be able to orang kata explain the solution until end. Sampai you dapat duit. Jadi all parties involved lah. your operation manager, your clerk, your drivers, your accountant for billing, and your collections executive to collect the money every month. All those things involved. Okay, number one. Number two is promotion. Dalam promotion 7P itu kan mesti ada information. Macam buat plakat, macam buat advertisement, and then sometimes you go to the office, customer office explain to them, promosi kan, buat promosi and so on. Sometimes get incentive to them. Instead of paying 1 million, you just cut 5%, jadi 950,000 and so on. All promotion about on how from they do know enough to them to make a buying decision. Jadi kalau yang belum tu dia akan very interesting lah regarding the promotion made ya. Tapi yang dah lama you have to retain them and then they enjoy and agree to extend more regarding the contract or what. Doing a promotion lah. So customer happy lah when you visit them and say hello, everybody bagi dia makan and so on. Get incentive ya, macam bagi gula-gula kat dia, seronok lah dia kan. All those things lah ya. This is how we do it in marketing ya, in transport industry. And then number three is price. Kalau ada price mesti ada value. That's why I talking about how to calculate the rate price lah, tambang tambang bus, tambang lori and so on price. Mesti ada value. Kalau dia pay RM1,000, that means value of money lah. Because you rented that thing, working for 24 hours, for example, I charge you RM1,000, for example. Value lah. Because you had to spend your minyak, driver, incentive, overtime, and so on. Cost you about RM900. And then you charge customer RM1,000. Value lah. And then the customer can sell the product with a profitable punya cost value. Bukan tak value sampai you overcharges and so on, which make customer unhappy. Okay, what else dia kata? Place. Place mesti ada access. Place ni tempat kita parking, keluar kereta dan sebagainya, lori dan sebagainya, mesti ada tempat masuk dan tempat keluar. Where can the customer find the solution? Tempat kita kan, ataupun parking place at the customer premises, dia ada cross-docking activities, kita ada a warehouse, distribution center. So at the same time, we have this solution how to mitigate the problem, to make the vehicle move or the boxes good move at one particular time. Access. Okay, maybe the place will be equipped by the system that normally we use, macam IT, communication system, mesti ada surveillance, mesti ada security and so on to make sure that whatever that's demanded by the customer through the services that made, they are actually safe to send the goods to their customer. Customer pun ada customer juga kan, all those things. So kalau ada place, mesti ada access. Kalau tak ada place, tak boleh access lah. Okay, product focus. What product focus is talking about? Product focus is approach the company to pursue product innovation, then try to develop markets. Try to develop markets on the product. Product innovation derive the process and marketing research connected. So, kita dalam nak jual sesuatu mesti ada satu produk. Mesti ada sesuatu produk. Mesti faham kita punya produk. Mesti faham kita punya produk. So kalau kita tak faham kita punya produk, that mean we are actually not in a not good as marketer. Which therefore we have to understand the product all about so that you should be able to deliver well, to deliver well to the customer. Jadi you have to be innovative enough regarding the problem. Jadi 90% through the study, 90% of the buyers, they are willing to buy our product based on your knowledge of the product. Kalau knowledge tak betul, tak faham konsep, customer don't want to buy. Jadi walaupun customer tu beli produk tu tak apa nak mutu, tapi sebab you explain better, autanya lebih kan, explain, and then customer admire and buy the product. Which therefore, study said 90% of people, customer, purchase the product because of your product knowledge. Product knowledge, you product. Pokok berapa, capacity berapa, lori ni berapa driver, and then operation activity macam mana, in term of accident macam mana, insurance macam knowledge lah, the services that we have, yeah. You think lah. So you have to explain to the customer, this is the knowledge, product, knowledge. And then you think whatever thing that to improve, to admire customer to use your services in the future. And then of course you want your product, your services to become a customer references in the future. Oh, company A, very good in terms of explanation. I believe that one, the orang kata the material cannot be seen, the machinery cannot be seen, but they are good in terms of explanation, yeah. Then become customer preferences. Next, they will engage with you, sign a contract and deliver well. You can deliver all this thing lah. Yeah. So I'm going to give you the attendance after this. No need to give me through WhatsApp. Sometimes I got no time to key in also. Initial part of it, I give you, make sure you have to come early lah in my class. I think 5 minutes before, you have to attend my class. So I flash you the attendance, you snap it. And then probably at the end of the class, before end, I'm going to flash again. Kalau saya nak key in all the time macam ni, mati I. Okay. We try to stop manual lah, heading lah. Ada yang dapat lah, tak dapat. We just forget it lah. If I got time, I key in. No time, I never key in. Yeah. So please advise, please remind me at the end. I'm going to place again the attendance so that your name should be in lah in the attendance list. Alright. For those who fail to snap, yeah. So until now, I think something wrong to your system lah, kan? That one is not my fault. Okay, the innovation include the process of improvement by introducing something new. The act introduce something new, for example, innovation. Satu inovasi yang baru to make sure that customer like your style. Innovation. Macam mana nak buat? You have to introduce something new, something better and better innovation. Ataupun you create new dimension, parameter. You create that idea is realized and used by everybody and better than other company, innovation. Okay, next is what? Now 11:10 already. We have another 5 minutes to go. Okay. Key concept of internal marketing in transport. Internal marketing is your staff internally. External marketing is customer. Yeah. So you have to do your internal marketing. When you do the marketing, in bracket external marketing to your potential customer, you have to inform internally also. No point you shop sendiri, ya. You just make yourself happy because customer engage, but internal customer don't like you because you are not well informed. So you better well informed to the internal customer, make sure, hey, I got this market lah from company ABC, they willing to engage. So you have to explain to your internal one, internal department lah, internal marketing. Your officers there, your managers there, your accounting there. Maybe during the weekly meeting and so on. Or this one is for the customer. So they want this, they want the portion, and then the distance like this from A to B, and so on. You actually explain. We have already agreed upon, and then we agreed to one kata deliver on that thing. So have to explain. The most important thing, when you go to the market, and then you have a potential customer, you come back to your office and call everybody to hear your explanation. Internal marketing. Kelak ke, you punya service customer ke, dan sebagainya, all those things. Internal functioning as a continual internal upskilling process, align organization purpose with employees' behaviors. Employees analyzing cover values of organization, motivation, reframing, empowerment, and attitudes. Sometimes people don't like it. So many customer kan, especially operation kan. Tapi you have to explain to them what are the benefit. Kan? So you have to align, to adjust the usage of the vehicle and so on to make sure we can attend this customer requirement. Correct? Inside management approach. So you have to go up. Let's people top there to explain to your department on what the important of the customer and so on and so forth. Internal marketing, retaining positive customer experience throughout the business objective. Maknanya customer is always good, yeah. So at the same time, you always good in terms of productivity lah. Your marketing officers, yeah. So you should be able to go and then you should be able to have things done. So at the same time, the concept of thing lah, yeah. So now employees branding, yeah. Employees branding mean that in concept marketing, we define a company as people employees and promote benefit working in the company to feature current employees. Maknanya, you're talking about branding ni, we're talking about, let's say you're working under company A. Company A, you're actually good in terms of productivity, in terms of services, on time delivery, less, no accident, no defect, yeah. And then your driver is very careful reading, very polite, for example, respect each other to customer and so on. And then the cleanliness very good. That means you come branding. Brand company A, quality wise, very good. So you had to maintain the customer, you had to maintain the employees branding ataupun company branding at one particular time. Systematically, contacted, always communicate if anything went wrong. They got here, they got activities, so and so forth. They got meeting, and so on. Branding lah. That means you are actually a win one step up as compared to your competitors. Branding. So you have to maintain the branding for the longer period of time. So from time to time, internal marketing is playing important role. You have to explain to internal, to this customer, you have to service well to them in order to have a longer period of time contract. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think we finish here until the company employees branding. So we need to orang kata continue the next, because the chapter is very long, about 45 slide. So we not be able to explain all because due to the time constraint. Okay, gentlemen, I think we stop there. Thank you very much. So I'm going to flash you again the attendance you can, So everybody who left, you can have this lah,
Assalamualaikum Dokter. Assalamualaikum Prof.
Yeah.
I'm apologize to ask Prof about something beside our subject, Doctor. I want to ask Doctor about this. How we can get the CILT certification, Doctor?
You are from VBA?
From IBM, Doctor.
IBM, just you finish your subject there, You can apply straight away through our
So
internal one, to Puan
So-
Salini. To Puan Salini in the office. They got form there. Just fill up. You got time, you come to office. Otherwise, you just contact the office. Shalini, Shaline.
Oh,
And then
okay,
fill
okay,
the
doctor.
form and fill up. Yeah. For
Okay.
the IBM, once you finish your semester 5, yeah, semester 5, just fill up the form. Booking for place for convocations next year.
I see, doctor.
At
So
least
there is no
semester 5.
there is no important requirements that we should fill it, doctor.
Okay, at least you have to pass my subject with B lah. All subject as suggested by the department, yeah, especially in transport, logistics and transport, you have to pass at least B. And then initially, I'm sure that from the IBM, you take at least 6 to 10 subject, yeah, related. And then your subject also related. Sometimes macam export management and so on. It's not in the transport here in logistics, but that one is our transport subject also taking into account. At least 6, at least 6 from our department, and then the rest from related to transport from your program lah. Right?
Dokter?
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay.
terima kasih banyak dokter info yang dokter
Yes.
berikan.
Okay, baik. Okay, you can snap your attendance again.
Thank you dokter. Assalamualaikum.